Did you know that most of the designers are delivering products without even knowing who are the target audience for that product? Or did you know most of the designers don't even know user research and its value? Or did you know most of the designers are failing to create user centered products because they are just following what business stakeholders and engineers asking them to do without getting user perspective in building products? Hello, everyone, and welcome to Design Tales. Did you get shocked by what you heard? But unfortunately, that's true. That's when I'm going to introduce you all to the world of user research today. What am I going to cover today? First, we'll look at the awareness about user research within India and how evolution happened in last decade or so. Then we'll look at what is user research really and what do you achieve by doing it. And last but not the least, we'll also look at three research approaches which will set the foundation for your research knowledge. So you definitely don't want to miss and stay tuned with me till the end. So before moving ahead, let's first understand why this particular state within India of user research and how did it evolve in last decade or so. So digital evolution started happening from 2005 or so. Though UX is a very old term coined by Dr. Donald Norman way back in 1990, but with tech and digital evolution, the knowledge of it started spreading across the globe. Businesses started investing in digital products and education systems started offering UX courses extensively. Especially within India, businesses started becoming delivery partners for most of the brands. That's when you see that most of the designers within India are trained and mastered in design delivery. That's when they got introduced to design thinking, they got fascinated and got introduced to the user research world, and that empowered them with identifying users, understanding their pains, needs, preferences, identifying problem spaces, and solving them in many ways. What do I mean by telling you this story is the mindset of Indian designers started shifting from doers to thinkers. Still, there is a long way to go. A lot of designers would agree with me that Indian businesses started adopting a model of becoming a delivery partner for most of the brands. That's when a lot of design decisions, be it strategic or otherwise, started coming from the centralized design team or center of excellence team from the client location somewhere sitting in the west, started dictating the entire product strategy and designers working on those products. In recent years, businesses have observed that digital penetration is lightning speed within India. Digital payment systems are way better than any other countries, and there is huge potential for consumer market. At the same time, there are complex social structures, cultural and regional flavors which influences users' behavior and their decision-making process. And that's when businesses have realized the need of understanding these customers and users to build products which exactly match with their needs, wants, and their preferences. On one side, there is increased need of user research. In my observation, a lot of designers are getting opportunity to do research, but at the same time, research is done at the initial level, but the result of that are kept on shelves. Designers look at user research as a step within the design process, and lack of mentoring results in uh, identifying the right problem space. A lot of designers are not able to connect insights with the problems they are solving for the users. Or a lot of designers don't even know a lot of research methods, shrinks the possibility of multiple data points and hence lacks in meaningful data. So though you understand the need of user research, from the businesses, but designers or researchers are not able to show value and impact on the businesses because of user research. Let's move ahead and understand what user research really all about. Let me use some analogy to make it really easy to understand. Let's take a scenario from our daily lives where you would like to invite few of your friends or relatives to your house for a dinner. What do you do as part of the prep? First, you would like to understand how many guests are coming in. Out of them, how many are old or if there are kids as well. You would also like to understand their food preferences. If few people are foodie or they like to try new dishes, or few people like to try very traditional dishes. Few people are diabetic, or you would like to make something very interesting yet healthy for the kids. If you don't know what they like or dislike, you would generally pick up a call and talk to one of your friends or relatives and understand what the preferences of food everyone in the family, at the same time what time they prefer to have dinner. You could also go online and research about different recipes, also according to occasion what else you could do to make their experience better. But why do you take all of these efforts? To simply make everyone happy and satisfied and make their dinner experience memorable, right? That's exactly the intent of user research. You want to understand and empathize with users to make their experience easy, convenient, user friendly, memorable, and engaging. But what do you achieve by doing a user research? Let me tell you, it can give you so many benefits if done well. You can identify why behind a certain business problem. You can also understand domain better and its processes. You can identify different types of users, their needs, preferences, and behaviors. It can also give you confidence of building products which will work in the market. You can also empathize with users to build usable products. You can map customer needs and business needs well. You can also find that market gap which can give businesses an opportunity to find new products or that edge over the competition. Businesses can also understand where do they stand within the market and what is the brand perception. It can also give them eye-openers which can completely change their mindset towards product building and their users. You can de-risk the business investments by testing the products with real users. You can also have healthy debate with your product managers and engineers about why you have designed certain products in certain ways backed by data. It can also open up a lot of opportunities for innovation and new ideas. So basically, it has so many benefits. If you also have come across benefits or you have done research, please comment in the section below of what did you achieve by doing user research. So for now, let's move ahead and come to the last topic, which is 3 research approaches. One is exploratory research, second is generative research, and third one is evaluative research. Let's deep dive into exploratory research. Exploratory research is a type of research which is conducted at a very initial level where very little is known about that topic. It is conducted to gain general understanding around that particular topic, problem spaces, questions, and hypotheses. This particular research is conducted to gain insight into new market or new domain, also to identify new customer segment, or generate new ideas or understand new technologies being used by different segments. Let me give you one interesting example where I worked with agri-tech customer last year. So this particular customer wanted to create a marketplace for farmers, that is their customers, and wanted to sell the agri input products, that is fertilizers and few other pesticides, etc., to farmers. Based on this, started our exploratory research, where we started exploring this particular market domain, a particular customer segment, that is farmers and retailers. We talked to so many farmers, and we realized that these farmers do not want to download any of the app because there is good amount of competition within the market, and there are so many brands who wants to sell products, create marketplaces. Then we started understanding more around why do they use their smartphones for. And we realized that they generally use smartphones for definitely calls and for entertainment, where they can access social media. In social media, they access YouTube, WhatsApp, and Facebook, and out of that, WhatsApp had the higher engagement. We came up with a hypothesis: how might we create a marketplace on WhatsApp for farmers, and we can sell this through retailer to strengthen the relationship between retailer and farmer. And that gave us opportunity to even open up the research plan, where we can deep dive into the research with this particular problem statement. So basically, for exploratory research, we use certain research methods, that is literature review, comparative analysis, in-depth interviews, focus groups, or observational studies. By doing exploratory research, we gain good amount of understanding around that domain and topic. That gives us opportunity to create hypotheses, experiments, and identify a certain problem space. So this is about exploratory research. Let's deep dive into generative research approach. Generative research is a type of research which can be conducted at a very early stage of the product development cycle to generate ideas, concepts, and insights which can be used to inform the design of the product. This particular research is used to gain insights into user needs or their pain points, to generate opportunities for product innovation, or to create products which matches with users' behavior and also fits into their current lifestyle or way of working. Let me give you an example from my experience again, where I worked for a security brand, which is a well-known brand in North America. We worked for their suite of products. So when we started doing research, we understood that their users are expert users. And these users are generally use keyboards to use the products. And the biggest pain point was all of the existing products of this security brand were not keyboard friendly. At the same time, certain journeys are unnecessarily lengthy. So when we gain a lot of insights in terms of who are these users, in what scenario they use these products, how critical certain tasks are. So based on that, we designed products which were definitely keyboard friendly. We also optimized entire user journeys. We added personalization aspect because these users are using these products daily. At the same time, we created omni-channel experience where they can use these products from anywhere. It could be through mobile app, laptop, or desktops. For generative research, methods we use are one-on-one interviews, ethnographic research, surveys, online research, and many others. So this particular research is conducted to generate ideas for design the prototypes. At the same time, it guides the product development teams with features and functionalities. Let's deep dive into evaluative research approach. Evaluative research approach is a type of research which is conducted to evaluate the effectiveness and usability of the existing product, service, or a system. This particular approach is used to gain insights into how products are performing in the real world, or identifying certain improvement areas for the products, or testing two very different concepts which are equally effective. Just take the same example of the client where I work for this agri-tech custom loop, right? So there we had created this entire marketplace on WhatsApp, and we wanted to test this with real users, that is farmers, retailers, at the same time certain proxy users who are agronomists who work with farmers daily in terms of gaining their knowledge, selling these products, etc. Because it was experimentation, a kind of an MVP, we had limited scope where we just wanted to build the product catalog where farmers can view the entire product catalog, select certain products, book those with a certain retailers within their vicinity, and pick up those products from the retailer. But when we actually tested with users, we realized that only selling is not enough, because for farmers, creating that trust with the brand is very important. And that's when the engagement part was missing. And that's when we added that engagement layer by giving them certain knowledge artifacts, also a crop calendar which they can use to see for their each crop, and also which products to buy based on those crop calendars. So this particular testing saved us from not getting adopted by users if we wouldn't have tested it and gained insights into what is missing. So when we conduct evaluative research, generally the methods we use are expert review, UX assessment, A/B testing, usability testing, or data analytics assessment. So the result of evaluative research is identifying improvement areas for the product and de-risk the product before launching into the market. This is it for today. This is going to be the series where I'm going to talk about different types of research like primary, secondary, quantitative, qualitative research, behavioral or attitudinal research, different research methods, when to use what, a framework which you can use to understand that if this is the business problem, this is the approach and the methods you can use, or how to prep before conducting a user research, or how to become a researcher and what skills and how to develop those skills. So I'm going to talk about all of these topics in the entire series next. So stay tuned with me. If you really like this topic and if you think that you learned something interesting today, then please press the like button. Also share this knowledge with your friends, colleagues or family member. Subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss an update. Thank you for being with me. Bye-bye.